Newport, Kentucky, the Sin City of the South, where the Licking River empties into the Ohio, where soldiers once marched and gangsters later danced, there lies a city with two faces, Newport, Kentucky. A city of quiet homes and thunderous histories, of bourbon-soaked nights, military routes, and moonlit secrets. It all began in 1795, when a man named James Taylor laid claim to the land. He named it Newport, honoring Admiral Christopher Newport, the leader of Virginia's first English settlement. But this story starts even earlier. James's brother, Hubbard Taylor, had surveyed the land 2 decades prior, mapping out a vision long before any buildings stood. By 1793, a crude road was laid toward Lexington, the path we now know as U.S. Route 27. And 2 years later, James Taylor carved the wilderness into 150 lots, planting the seeds for a city to grow. In 1703, the U.S. Army made a decision that would shape Newport's destiny. At the mouth of the Licking River, they bought 5 acres from James Taylor for just $1. There, they built the Newport Barracks, a military post that would become the heartbeat of the city. Its strategic location turned Newport into a military hub, especially during the Civil War. It's said that Jefferson Davis, Robert E. Lee, and Ulysses S. Grant all passed through these very barracks, each leaving behind echoes of a divided nation. By the time James Taylor died in 1848, Newport had grown to a town of about 1,000 souls. There were churches, factories, and the quiet hum of progress. Rope and wool were the town's early industry, spun in mills near the riverbanks. But the barracks remained the beating heart of the city, especially when war came. During the Civil War, both Union and Confederate recruiters vied for young men. Families were torn, loyalties tested, and Newport became a city where no side truly slept easy. Then came the streetcars, pulled by mules down York and Washington streets. The Newport Street Railway connected neighborhoods and businesses, eventually growing into the Green Line, a precursor to today's Transit Authority of Northern Kentucky. For the first time, Newport was in motion, faster, louder, more connected. As the 1900s dawned, electricity lit the city. Streets were renamed and renumbered, a new identity for a town shedding its frontier skin. From the shadows of the East Row came a local boy with a deadly idea. John Thompson, a Newport native, invented the Tommy gun, a firearm that would soon become the favorite of gangsters and lawmen alike. It was an invention that marked the city in more ways than one. Then came 1937, and the flood. The river swelled, homes drowned, lives were swept away. It was the worst natural disaster Newport had ever known, and in its wake, the city built its flood wall, a gray monument to water's unforgiving power. By 1948, that wall stood firm, a reminder that nature doesn't knock before it enters. But floodwater wasn't the only thing that surged in Newport. From the 1940s to the 1980s, the city became known by another name, Sin City of the South. Vegas-style clubs lit up the night. Gambling halls welcomed those chasing luck. And gangsters, real ones, walked the same streets as preachers and postmen. It was wild, it was lawless, and eventually, it was too much. Public pressure mounted, and change came like a thunderstorm. Reform swept through City Hall. Laws were tightened. The old Newport faded. And in its place, a new Newport rose. Historic neighborhoods like the East Row were lovingly restored. Paint stripped, bricks revealed, porches reborn. The riverfront transformed with modern wonders. The Newport Aquarium, the World Peace Bell, and the lively district of Newport on the levee. Today, local shops thrive. cafes bloom, and the community walks with pride once again. Newport now stands as a city proud of its past and careful with its future. Across 6 National Register historic districts, history lives on, from Mansion Hill's stately homes to the Côte Brillant's quiet strength, to the bustling charm of Monmouth and York Streets. And at the heart of it all, the spirit of a town that's seen it all and survived it. Newport isn't just a place. It's a story of invention and vice, of beauty and resilience, of floods and rebirths. A city shaped by rivers, ruled by time, and always, always moving forward. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore more forgotten places with us.